I just was walking through the bowels of the Anaheim Stadium, and I just run into Mr. Million. Part of me is surprised that you're still alive. You know what I mean? Like 3 months later, you win $1 million, anything can happen.
Yeah, I'm surprised I'm alive. I mean, I never thought I'd make it to 27, and now I'm a sweepstakes winner at Monster Energy Cup. It's unreal.
What happens from the day of Monster Cup to January, whatever day, like to now?
Well, when you win $1 million and you go home without anything, it's kind of like you go through this period, about a week or 2 or 3, when you're really eager to win $1 million or get a check for $1 million, but you're still kind of like in lingo because you're a normal person, you're living at your dad's house, so you got all this fame, and it's kind of, it's weird, but it's fun. It's definitely fun.
And then, how long does it take him to pay you out? Like, did you get an option?
There's no option, just one lump sum. A company like Monster, just another drop in the bucket, really. So I got just, you know, they did send out a crew. They had a limo, champagne, everything. It was the best.
To your hometown, where you're at?
Hometown in Maryland, yeah, where I'm from, at Greenbelt.
So you had them show up at your house?
I didn't have them. They showed up at my house. I had Dan Hubbard come in and Max from Monster. Thank you, Max. And it's just been phenomenal. Everybody at Monster has been the greatest.
Gnarly.
Gnarly.
And now, like, you said you had a normal job. Like, you still work a normal job?
No. Right when I landed back in Maryland, I got pneumonia. So I was out for 5 days. I just got the job. I was under a 30-day contract, and, you know, I broke it. So I'm out of my ass a little bit.
So you're just sitting on some cash, enjoying life.
I'm sitting on some cash, enjoying life. You know, working my angles, trying to find a little foothold in the industry to, you know, make something of it.
And right now you're just at Anaheim 2. Did you go to any other races this year?
Yeah, I was at Glendale, and Anaheim 1. That was rained out. I couldn't make it, so that is what it is.
But you're just coming out, and they kind of give you a little access and hook you up.
Absolutely. Monster was kind enough to give me an all-access pass here at the races all year, and it's been phenomenal. I've been able to meet some of my favorite riders who I watch on TV, other than the ones, you know, that won me the $1 million, but it's been so great.
I picture you would have a portrait of like Joey Savatgy on your upper back, or like, you know, a little shout out to the guy.
Yeah, I was thinking honestly in Vegas, like if I were to win, it was my goal to get a tattoo just to commemorate it, because it would never happen again if it did. But that didn't work out. I had such a short time span after winning. It was so hectic, but it was so enjoyable. Like, I've done things in the last few months that I never would imagine I would have been able to do in my lifespan. So that's the best part.
And you got to go to the after party too. You were kicking it with everybody, right?
Yeah, the after party was nuts, man. It was open bar, Monster, floor, all themselves. Hakkasan, I invited everybody. I know there was some people who couldn't get in, but hey, man, it was one of the best times of my life. I was just talking.
Yeah, and like people say when you like hit the lottery, people come out of the woodworks. Like, was it kind of like that, or was it?
Yeah, it's definitely like that.
Like Donald from 3rd grade, like, yo, what's up, dude, remember me?
Absolutely, there's been people who I know, and you know, they weren't, you know, prevalent up until this point in my life, so yeah, there's a lot of people coming out the woodwork, but you know, as long as you keep a good head on your shoulders, it's not that big of an issue.
Yeah, it seems like you're just pretty much cruising. You're not like, did you buy anything dumb?
I mean, I think the dumbest thing you could buy is a car, because it just, you know, you buy it and it's just decreasing value. But I bought a used car. I didn't go out and buy a Lamborghini, Ferrari, nothing like that. I bought a 2017 Subaru WRX, which I already got bags for, which that's kind of a dumb purpose, but I want to get to low cars is cool. So low cars, riding bikes, racing, that's me. That's what I'm all about.
And you're just a big fan though. Like, you spent your own money to come out here, right?
I spent my own money to come out to Glendale. Monster was nice enough to spot me for this trip, and I'll probably extend it just because I'm looking for a place to stay out here.
Yeah. And you said you have some interest in just like finding your little place in the industry, like working in the industry or whatever?
Absolutely. I've always wanted to work in the industry. I've always just watched it on TV and tried to find somewhere where I'd be helpful, you know, but being amongst everybody, and maybe I could be some type of funder or anything, any capacity where I could be at the races where I love to be. Smell that race gas and watch them race every night is amazing. Like, I'm at the races until the gates close, and they got to kick me out every time.
Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I thought you were a pretty good person to win the money because you were really animated and like you were definitely a fan. And I was like, I wonder what will happen to that dude. You know, like, will he ever leave Vegas? Like, will we see him at the next Vegas, like roached out, like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I know, dude.
Like I never left.
Nah, I mean, I would have stayed in Vegas. I honestly, before that trip, I made a pact to myself, if I win this $1 million, which I never thought would happen, I'm never leaving Vegas. I never wanted to. If I made it to California, which I'd never been before, that was the closest I'd ever been. And if I had made it out that far, I promised myself I'd never go back. But, you know, when you win $1 million, you almost have, you know, options to come back and forth. So.
Yeah. And then, like, are the chicks just like, oh, whoa, what's up, man? Like,
wow, like there's chicks that I never thought would know my name, and they're coming up to me asking for my picture, and it's been great. Like, you know, I'm not that kind of guy, but the chicks have been great, man. A+. Thank you,
that's rad,
Monster.
dude. Well, it's good to see you're alive and you're doing well.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, we'll see you around.
Appreciate it.
All right.